What's going on, everyone? It's K-Dub here with more news and headlines from dcforecasts.com. I hope everyone's having a really great weekend. If we have a look at what's going on, we see that there's only a slight pullback in Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Ethereum is actually up 2% today, so it's a relatively neutral day in the market. Now, if we have a look at the biggest news of the day, we have the Port of San Diego getting hit by a ransomware attack following another cybersecurity breach. The IT department of the Port of San Diego established that their computers were attacked and that the attackers demanded to be paid fully in Bitcoin. The breach actually happened earlier in September, according to the chief executive officer of the port, and was used as a loophole to disrupt the entire IT system of the agency. It is still unknown how much Bitcoins the attackers demanded, although you think they would know by now that Bitcoin is not really that private, and we can probably be able to track you guys down. Anyway, the agency has asked the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and the FBI to help resolve the case. They are also cooperating with the U.S. Coast Guard. The seriousness of the problem comes from the fact that the IT systems of the port handle more than 3 million tons of cargo every year. The bigger issue is that ransomware attacks are still very popular, and the rate of the attacks has only gone down by 2%. For example, a town in Canada already paid a ransom in Bitcoin so they can get back the software from the hackers who infiltrated the system. The town argued that this was the only possible option. So we've definitely seen this. We've seen it even happen with HBO recently with the whole threatening to leak episodes of shows if they're not paid in Bitcoin. So this is definitely going to be an ongoing thing as well. Like I said, I find it ironic though that they're choosing Bitcoin, considering we know that it's not really that private. But anyway, let's talk about some positive news. So we have Opera browser, which is the 5th most widely used browser behind Chrome, Edge, Firefox, and Safari, recently added a built-in Ethereum support to its desktop app. Opera also managed to enable Web 3.0, which is an ecosystem that allows users to interact with dApps and peer-to-peer systems on the blockchain. In order to use the Ethereum-based apps on Opera, users need to have a non-custodial wallet like MetaMask and securely land transactions on the mainnet. However, for most of the casual users, relying on external applications can be the next step towards restricting accessibility. One Ethereum user who actually tested it had this to say. He said, "I tried it out today. It's incredible to think that mainstream browsers are integrating Web 3.0. I love the split between mobile and desktop. Security of mobile with convenience of desktop. And yes, mobile phones are still way more secure than desktops. They need some work on supporting being safety, but I ran into numerous issues that were not a problem on the mainnet." So, moving on to some other news. Now, this is good news coming out of Mongolia's central bank. So they are welcoming a new digital currency, as the country's largest mobile telecom operator has recently acquired a license. So this is Mobicom. The mobile operator is now free to issue the e-currency, and the executives received permission on a formal ceremonial event at the Bank of Mongolia's headquarters. So Mobicom's CEO, Tatsuya Hamada, was strongly bullish on this technology's role in the future of the economy. The bank made priority plans for digital currencies, and the majority plan was that the regulation was to define who will participate in the digital currency system and also regulate the way of getting permission and have protection for the rights of the customers as well as the providers. So there is, however, a Mongolian ecosystem named Candy where customers can use digital currencies in order to pay for different services and goods. But I think this is a step in the right direction. Now, talking about moving in the right direction, we're having a lot of complications over here in the US. So it turns out that recently 15 members of Congress are in the crypto news around regulations again after signing a letter asked by the Securities and Exchange Commissioner, which is Chairman Jay Clayton, to clarify the guidelines that the agency uses to determine whether cryptocurrency assets are securities under the federal law. In it, the members are asking Chairman Clayton what precisely makes an ICO token or a security, and how it's planning to address the concerns that the SEC's failure to list definitive guides is leading many startups out of the country. We've seen this with Malta, we've seen this with all these different, even Liechtenstein, right? So basically later in the letter, the legislators also questioned the SEC's decision to use enforcement actions and clarify policy on crypto assets. They said, "We believe that the SEC could do more to clarify its position. Additionally, we are concerned about the use of enforcement actions alone to clarify policy and believe that formal guidance may be an appropriate approach to clearing up legal uncertainties, which are causing the environment for the development of innovative technologies in the United States to be unnecessarily fraught." Now, this is it actually right here. You can see this is the actual letter. It's only about 2 pages long. So if you guys are interested, if you're watching this on the DC YouTube, the link will be in the description, or if you're on the website, it's also there as well. Finally, I wanted to talk about BitGo. So in 2013, one relatively new product safeguarded by blockchain security provider BitGo held about $10 million worth of cryptocurrency. Later, the cryptocurrency use crept up to around $100 million, and in 2017, BitGo reached a $1 billion mark. In today's cryptocurrency news, BitGo is among the largest crypto wallets and has big ambitions to secure the $1 trillion mark. The CEO of BitGo, Mike Belch, is still looking ahead to the next milestone. He will exclusively give a talk at the Stanford University next month titled Securing the $1 Trillion Wallet, and in a world where everything seems tokenized, this is certainly a realistic proposition. According to Belch, now we are really thinking, what is it going to take to secure $1 trillion? It may be a little far away, but we have to start thinking about it now. We have to start designing it now in order to get there. So thinking about this moving forward, when you're having a lot of people upset, maybe there may be some capitulation, right? Markets aren't looking too great. We've had that bear market, but yet you have guys like this looking to get their wallet up to be able to hold $1 trillion in digital assets. Coinbase is out there hiring all these different people, 700 new people on board, a new office in New York, right? So a lot of people are still bullish, CZ as well. Any minute now, the market will turn around, according to the CEO of Binance. So that being said, guys, I wanted to say thank you so much for coming back to another episode with DC Forecast News and Headlines. My name is K-Dub. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Until we meet again, stay crypto and peace out.